Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ala Gialla. Today, I'm going to give you a little outdoor piano concert. I hope you're going to enjoy this. So, I am a composer pianist. That means I compose music and I play the piano. So today, I'm going to do a little set of all my original music and a couple arrangements. I'm going to start with this song called A New Beginning. A New Beginning is the name of the song and also the title of my album that I released last year. I felt like last year was kind of a new beginning for me because I moved here to Colorado from Hong Kong as well. I'm originally from. Yes, so it was. I studied here a long time ago, so I'm not like unfamiliar with the States, but I've never visited Colorado, and the first time I came here like 7 years ago, I fell in love with Colorado. I think like a lot of other people, like they came here, they're like, oh my God, this is amazing. Well, I didn't know how cold the winter was, but the summer was great, because in Hong Kong we never snow, we have, like no hail, so it was easy, yes, so it was a big change for me. So I felt like it was good, like 5 years, I moved here last year, and I wanted to write something different, something more positive, happier song, because I feel like in the past I wrote a lot of like kind of sad song. I think that's how it goes. Like it's like a better, I don't know, like inspiration, like a lot of like song like Broken Heart, like Boyfriend, right, Taylor Swift, like that kind of stuff. But I thought I want to write something more like happy, encouraging and positive vibe, like more like Colorado feel, I think. So I'm gonna start with this song called A New Beginning. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. So that was A New Beginning. The next song I'm going to play is called Autumn. So that's like the most popular song I think I've composed. I actually have a friend called Autumn, and she thought I wrote for her. No, just kidding. I didn't know her before I wrote this song. So I call this Autumn because for me it sounds like the season of autumn. It's like a transitional stage between summer and winter. More reflective moment, and leaves falling, the colors turning, and so that's why I call it Autumn. So I'm going to play this song called Autumn. Hope you like it.
Okay. Here you go.
All right, I'm back. Technical problem. Yeah, I can turn it off. Actually. Okay, so that was autumn. Let me see. Oh, actually, that's a funny story about autumn because, like, when I started writing song, I just kind of like randomly, making stuff up on the keyboard. So then I think I wrote the autumn like a long time ago, right before I moved here, and then I kind of forgot how it sounds. Like during the course of the last few years, I need to work on the song into like this version that I want to play because it's like okay when I improv. After that, I don't remember because I just kind of like play. I was like, oh, what did I play exactly? But sometimes it's good because I turn on my phone or like my recording equipment, so I recorded it and then I can like listen to the song again, so I know what I did. So that was kind of one of the songs. Like now I have a version as the same version in the CD. Like that's how I play it. I'm gonna play the next song called Perché. Perché means why in Italian. Don't ask me why I call it why. I don't know why. I think it just sounds like why. Also, there is this little song by this classical composer called Robert Schumann, and he has a little song called Warum. In German, that also means why. Maybe that's why, I think. But this song is composed in the style of a Chopin nocturne. If anybody, I'm sure you have listened to some classical music, even like you're not into classical music. So Chopin is very famous for like his romantic, songs. So one of the genres is called nocturne. So it's like night piece, essentially. That's the name. But like a lot of his nocturne, I don't think you want to listen to it when you sleep because it's kind of loud. So like too dramatic, you might get nightmare. But anyway, so this is like one of the style like the Perché. So it's like 3 parts. It starts with kind of like a sadder, movement, and then it goes into the middle part. For me, it sounds like a sweet memory from the past. So it's like happier moments. But unfortunately, the reality sinks in, and we go back to like the last section. So kind of like the beginning melody, but it's more dramatic, and it ends on like a sadder note. So this is called Perché. Thank you. That's why I don't think you want to listen to this at night. You want to go to sleep. Okay, so the next one I'm going to play is called Running Away. So Running Away is a set of 3 pieces. That's a song actually I improved like a while back. So when I came to Colorado the first time, I decided to go to the recording studio to record some of my songs. And the couple of days before I went to the studio, I was like, oh, I need to practice some of the songs I'm going to record. And then I was like, I don't know how to play this song because, again, I just improvised the song and then I like never play it again. So I'm like, all right, now I don't know how to play it. So luckily I have a recording on my phone, so I listened to it again and again many, many times. So I like relearned the piece that I created. It's like kind of ridiculous. It's like, all right, I don't know how to play it. So I went in to record it, but not the best recording, but just like, I don't know how to play it. So last year I went back to the recording studio. I was like, all right, I need to have one version. So I did it. So I was like, all right, now I'm good. I think I know that's one exact version I'm going to play. So there's 3 parts of the song. I call it Running Away because it sounds like somebody running away. Maybe that was the time that I felt like the same, like I want to run away from something. Maybe that's why I came to Colorado. So the first part for me, it sounds like, there's like a pattern. It's like you're running around in a circle because like you don't know where you're going. You're just like running away from something. So there's like a repeated pattern in the first part. And the second part, I like the second part the most because it's like a slower, more like a reflective moment. It's like now you think about, all right, what are you doing, right? What are you trying to run from? Try to figure out what you're doing. And then like the last part is the realization of the whole running away process. You're like, okay, now I know what I'm doing, basically. So it's a happy ending. Yeah, so I'm gonna play this song. It's a longer piece, so I hope you can listen to this. Thank you. I know I can play when I see there's a cute dog in front of me, but I can keep playing. Testing my focus now. It's good. Good to see some people here. Thanks for coming. I was just playing Running Away, so it's kind of hard for me to play on a keyboard sometimes because I'm so used to playing on like a piano, and I'm like, where the sound coming from? You know, the key's different. It's very strange, but I think I'm doing pretty good. Okay, I think I'm gonna play the next song. Actually, I haven't really played this before. It was supposed to be a duet, but I'm like, okay, if I don't have a partner to play with me, I want to play by myself, so I make a solo version of it. So it's called Jasmine Flower Fantasy. So this song is arrangement. So there's existing, song already, composed. It's a very famous Chinese folk song, folk tune. There's a Italian composer called Puccini. So he have used this tune in his opera Turandot. So I think he made this tune very famous. You might have recognized the tune when I play it. Yeah, I'm gonna play this called Jasmine Flower Fantasy. In Chinese, it's called Mo Li Hua. That literally means jasmine flower. So hopefully I can play it. Okay, I'll try my best for this one. Nice to see some friends here. Thank you. So that was Jasmine Flower Fantasy. I'm glad I played it because I was like, can I play it today? Because I have not played it before and I need to practice it. So that was good. Okay, all right. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to do this story and music part. Some of you have heard it, some of you haven't. So I wrote a little children's, I don't know if it's a children's storybook anymore, but it's a story. It's a story about a child. Let's put it that way. It is a children's story, I think. So it's called Sammie's Secret Adventure. So it's about this little girl who goes on an adventure to find her grandma. So I wrote this new story, and there's some song goes with it, and I thought it's gonna be like very short, but I kept writing, and then it became a little book. You know, kind of like when you work on the music, you make like 5 pages song instead of 1. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to make this story as short as possible because sometimes I want to give too much detail of the story, and then it's become longer and longer. Okay. I'm gonna start with talk about Sammie. Sammie is a little girl who moves into this new neighborhood with her mama Eve. She's like 6-year-old, and she has like 3 best friends, but they are all not humans. So the first one is a cat. His name is Mikey. He's a black and white tuxedo cat. He's adopted by Sammie's grandma and then given to Sammie when she was like 3 years old. And then there's a second best friend. It's called Beanie. Beanie is a pink teddy bear. So he was also given to Sammie by grandma, but when she was born, so practically Beanie and Sammie grew up together, right? And then there's a third friend. Her name is Daphne. Daphne is a dolphin stuffed animal. So she's like a replica of this real dolphin, Sarah. Sammie used to visit a lot. So Sammie likes Daphne a lot because even though she's afraid of being in deep water, she hopes that one day she can swim in the ocean, you know, like the dolphin. Now you heard about, you know, Sammie's 3 best friends, so you can hear that actually Sammie's grandma is very important in Sammie's life, but she hasn't seen grandma for like 3 years now. So you might ask why, right? Sammie has the same question. So when she asked Mama Eve, where's grandma? Mama Eve said, well, grandma went to this really far away place called Very Merry Wonderland, but she's not coming back. So Sammie was like, why? I miss grandma, I wanna go see grandma. So Sammie decided she's gonna go on this secret adventure and bring grandma home. So, where was I? So Sammie decided she's going to go on this adventure by herself, right? So one day, she was going to leave the house, and when she was leaving the house full of the backpack full of yummy treats, her cat Mikey comes up to her and says, Sammie, I'm going to go with you. Sammie was like, what? You can speak? I didn't know you can speak. You never said anything. So Mikey was like, well, you know, I have magic, and I cannot use my magic all the time. I can use it for emergency purpose. And this calls for the emergency use because you are going to go find grandma by yourself. So Sammie was like, well, you should have helped me with my homework last week. Well, so Mikey was like, no, this is not for that purpose, okay? So let's talk about the main topic here, right? You want to go find grandma. Where is grandma? Do you have the address? You know, how far is this place? Is it even in this town or in this state or this country? We might need to fly there. It seems really far. So Sammie was like, I don't have any money to buy airline ticket. I only have like $20. Right? So Mikey was like, no, we don't need money. We can fly ourselves, right? Because Mikey has magic. So he waves his front paw, and then voila, he has wings sticking out from, you know, his body. So Sammie was like, oh my God, that's amazing. Can you give me some wings? So he waved his paw again, and then now Sammie has wings. So Sammie is very excited. Now let's go on the flight, right? We can go fly again now. And then but Sammie was like, oh, wait a second, maybe you can give Beanie some wings too, so Beanie can come with us, because I think Grandma would like to see Beanie. So then Mikey waved his paw again, and now Beanie has wings too. And then Beanie was like, thank you, Mikey. Now I can talk and I can go with you guys. This is so exciting. I want to see Grandma. So now they're going to go on this first flight, just test it out, right? Because this is the first time they have wings and going to fly. Okay, so they have the first flight, right? And the next day, Sammie goes to school. Well, even though she's not supposed to tell anybody about this, she told her best friend Daniel, because you cannot keep secret from your best friend, right? So she told Daniel, and then Daniel was like, oh, can I come with you? And then she's like, okay, I need to talk to Mikey about this, because I'm not supposed to tell you, right? So she got home and then told Mikey, and Mikey is kind of mad. It's like, I told you not to tell anybody. Okay, so anyway, so they're gonna go on the second flight because they need to, figure out where Grandma is. So they go on another flight with Sammie, Beanie, and Mikey, if you can keep up with the character. So they go into this forest. This is father flight, so they went to the forest, and at night. Okay. Let me pause right here. So disclaimer, because no kids should go out in the night, right? Without parental guidance, because this girl has a magic cat. Okay, you don't have magic cat, so you don't do it. Okay, so they go out to this forest, and then they're like, oh, we're hungry. Is there any food? And then it's suddenly they're in the dark, and this little girl walks towards them, and then she's like, what are you guys doing here? And then they're like, we were just hanging out in the middle of the night, right? Hang out in the forest. Yeah, we're just having fun. And then this girl, she had a little stutter. She's like, okay. Would you like to come to my hut and have a little snack? Maybe, some s'mores and hot chocolate? And of course, nobody refused that, right? So they're like, all right, sure. In the middle of the dark forest, so they all go to this little girl's hut. So this little girl is called Michaela. And so they all hang out outside, having a fire, making s'mores and hot chocolate. And of course, Sammie is telling Michaela all about this trip, right? Even though she's not supposed to tell anybody. Okay, so now they have to plan the grand plan to the ultimate adventure to see Sammie's grandma. But they realize that it's going to be a long way to find grandma. Right? You cannot be finding grandma in a long way in the night. So they decided, okay, this is gonna be like a weekend trip, right? They're gonna go on like a school trip. Okay, again, right? This is because she has a magic cat, right? So nobody that does that. Nobody else tell the parents that they should go on a school trip, okay? All right. So they tell Mama Eve, hey, we are gonna go on this school trip. Principal Harvey, you know, the best principal ever, is gonna take care of us. You know, it's gonna be a weekend trip, and then we'll be back. Right, so Mama Eve said, oh, you can bring Mikey too. Yeah, well, the principal said it's fine. I can bring my cat. So Mama Eve said, okay, well, just be careful. You know, like you're gonna have fun. So then the next weekend, Sammie's pack everything, right? Bring Mikey and the beanie and Daphne. Who else? Yeah, those. And then so they got on this school bus. And Daniel, they're like, okay, we're gonna pick up everybody on the way, right? So Mama Eve said, okay, be careful, you know, call me anytime, right? So they got on the bus, and then they start driving and pick up Daniel and Michaela on the way to find grandma. So now they get to like the, so they go on the bus, and then they drive, you know, a long way, and then finally they got to the shore, right? So they got off the bus. And then Mikey's like, all right, we need to cross the ocean. Okay? So Mikey stand there. This time had to wave more because it's bigger. Right? So wave. And then, oh, now we have a sailboat, beautiful sailboat in front of them. So everybody get on the sailboat except Sammie. Mikey says to Sammie, all right, you're not going to go on a sailboat with us because you're going to ride Daphne, the dolphin, across the ocean. So then he waves his paws again, and then the stuffed animal Daphne becomes a real dolphin swimming in the ocean. So Samuel is very upset. So she says, hey, I told you I'm scared of being in the deep water. I can't be crossing the ocean with Daphne, right? But Mikey says, you know, I want you to be brave, right? We'll be there for you, side, you know, on your side, even though they're in the sailboat, right? Very safe. So he wants Sammie to ride Daphne across the ocean, right? There's like a magic seat and, you know, like life jacket and everything. You'll be very safe. You'll be fine. We'll save you. So Sammie reluctantly said yes, and then she got on Daphne, and everybody got on the sailboat, and they started crossing the ocean. Thanks. So that's called the chat and the Dauphin. That means the cat and the dolphin. So I didn't say anything about this now. Hi, you are not in the story. Sorry, we don't have magic dog. So now so finally they cross the ocean after the long day, and then so they get off the sailboat one by one, and this the other side of the shore, and Sammie off the dolphin. So now they get to this side. It's like a Christmas village, right? It's really nice place with like 2 lines of like red brick huts along the road. So they start walking and then go to this town center. There's like a lot of older people, right, dancing and then like having fun, chatting, right, so having a good time together. And then this older gent comes over to the adventure gang and asks, "Hi, young folks, what are you doing here? You're too young to be in this place. What are you doing here?" And Sammie said, "Oh, I'm here to look for my grandma." So this guy said, "Well, I'm sure you've come a long way, right, across the ocean. You must be tired and hungry. Why don't you guys have some food, right, have some dinner, and then you can stay in my hut for the night, and then next day, I can help you find your grandma." So they all agree. So they have some yummy food, and then they go to this hut and then stay for a night. But Sammie doesn't want to sleep because she's in this place. She knows grandma is here. So she's very determined to find grandma as soon as she can. So she like got out of the hut again. Shouldn't be doing that, but anyway. So she left, and then she like looking for grandma in this like hut, and then she found this house, and then she feel like this must be grandma's place. She said, knock at the door, and this younger lady comes out, and she said, "Oh, I'm Jasmine. How can I help you?" And then Sammie was like, "Oh, I'm looking for my grandma." So Jasmine said, "Well, I don't think your grandma is here, but maybe you want to come in for some pancakes, and then we can look for your grandma." So like nobody refuses pancake, right? Even though it's an urgent situation to find grandma. So she went in and they have some pancakes, and then Jasmine said, "Oh, I think your grandma might be in the town center where the merry-go-round is." So she eat all the pancakes she can, and then she's like, "All right, thank you." And now she runs towards the town center to find the merry-go-round. It's okay, you can clap. It won't stop my flow. Okay, so anyway, that's the theme of Pink Bear with the green bow tie. That's the Pink Bear, okay? So now, Sammie runs to the town center and then finds this merry-go-round in the front. So she's very excited because she sees from afar there's this huge Pink Bear ride. So she thinks grandma must be there, right? So she rushes to the merry-go-round, and then she finds grandma sitting on this Pink Bear ride. "Oh, grandma, I missed you so much. Where have you been?" My grandma was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I left without telling you I'm gonna leave. I just can't, do that." So Sammie was like, "Can you come back with us?" And then grandma says, "No, I'm sorry. I have to stay here, right? But tell me all about your new school, right? So all this exciting news, your best friend, and everything, right?" So Sammie started telling grandma everything, right? So she's very happy, to see grandma. But grandma was like, "Okay, I can't come back." So grandma says, I really can't come back with you, but you can have this ring. So I have this ring I kept for a long time, so you can have this ring. So every time you want to talk with me, you can just put on this ring and I'll be there for you. Right? So she gave it to Sammie, and then Sammie was so tired after the whole day, so she falls asleep. So the next day she wakes up. So the next morning, the gang couldn't find Sammie. They're like, "Where's Sammie?" So they all rushed to the town center and found Sammie sitting on the merry-go-round, all alone. So Mikey wakes Sammie up, and Sammie was like, "Oh, so tired. What's happening?" Right? Where's Grandma? Right? Mikey was like, "I didn't see Grandma. What do you mean? Grandma's not here." So Sammie was like, "No, I saw Grandma. I would talk to Grandma the whole night." So they were a little sad. Maybe they think that maybe Sammie was dreaming the whole time. She didn't see Sammie. So she didn't see Grandma. Then they said, "Oh, I think you must be dreaming. You didn't see Grandma." She's like, "No. Grandma gave me this ring, right?" So she fumbles in the pocket and then found this ring. "See, Grandma gave me this ring, right?" So she shows it to Mikey and the whole gang. And then Mikey recognized this ring because Mikey was adopted by Grandma, to give it to Sammie. So Mikey was like, "Oh, yeah, this is Grandma's ring. I saw this before. When she adopted me, I seen this ring. She was wearing this ring." So they are a little sad that they didn't get to see Grandma, but they are happy for their friend, right? So Sammie did see Grandma and got the ring. And then at this point, Jasmine comes from all the way from the hut and then come over to the merry-go-round and says, "Oh, Grandma gave you this. Yeah, Grandma wants you to have this letter, right?" So Sammie read this letter, and then it says, "Dear Sammie, I'm sorry I have to leave again. Just remember, whenever you want to talk with me, put on this ring and I'll be there for you. And take care of Mama Eve for me. I love Grandma." So they also, they didn't all see Grandma. Sammie saw Grandma. So now they are all going, the mission's accomplished, so they all go home, right? So Mama is very happy to see everybody sound and safe, and she says to herself, "Thank you, Mama, for giving Mikey to Sammie, so Sammie can protect, so Mikey can protect Sammie. And I hope someday I can get to see you too." So that's the end. So I'm going to play this song to end this story called "Going Home." I think a lot of people know this song. It's an arrangement by me, and the theme is by this Czech composer, Antonín Dvořák. It's called "Going Home." Thanks. I know it's cold. I'm colder, but thanks for being here. And the story, I don't know. Every time I say the story, I thought, oh, okay, I'm not gonna cry, but then I always cry when I talk about grandma because, I mean, of course, it's not my story because I didn't have a magic cat. That'd be awesome. I can go see my grandma and do many things. Maybe he can help me with homework. So yeah, I mean, my grandma gave me this ring when, you know, well, actually, that's not true. She didn't give me the ring. I kind of took it from my mom. Like, she gave it to my mom, and I was like, oh, that's a ring from grandma. I'll keep it, you know. Yeah, so I have a grandma. And also have this pink bear that my grandma gave me when I was younger, but my dad threw it away, so that's another story. But it's like I found something like this, like a pink bear, but it's like a green book. It's very hard to find. I mean, yeah. So anyway. All right, so I'm going to finish with this last song. Nobody asked me for encore, but I'm going to play this one as the encore. It's called Libertango. So it's an arrangement of a piece called Libertango by this Argentine composer called Astor Piazzolla. He basically revolutionized the whole tango music, right? So he combined the traditional tango music with the classical and like jazz, right? So his style is called Nuevo Tango, like new tango. This is very dramatic, so it'll be, you know, good to end this set. So again, I'm Ala Gialla. Thanks for coming and listening and be here, all these familiar faces. Thank you so much, and I hope you like my stories and my music, and yes, thank you. That's a good encore, doggy. Thank you. So that's the end of my set. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Appreciate you guys very much. I love you guys. Thank you.